to part 2 of Practicum Eportfolio, guys. So I just showed you the assignment that you start in Practicum. That's the ePortfolio organization. So in the Google Drive folder, I have shared an exemplary example of that assignment. So you guys can take a look at that. What you do for the assignment is I have each key element listed, and then let me pull that down so you guys can see where my hands are. There we go. So I have each key element listed. So this is 1A, knowing and understanding young children's characteristics and needs. That's the one we've sort of been looking at. Then you have to write the work artifact name, and then you have to describe the work artifact. This is building that rationale that you're going to use, right? So this student used infant motor skills checklist and assessment. So they said the observation utilizes both a checklist and assessment in order to create appropriate practice to continue a child's development. The observation focuses on one area of development, allows for reflection on the observation, and utilizes content knowledge to help determine how the child is developing compared to the standard and why. So this student is going to be able to essentially cut and paste that description and put it into the ePortfolio, okay? So you guys have 3 weeks to do this assignment. So that's why it's important for you guys to be organizing your assignments as you go through the program. Somebody yesterday suggested that when they save their assignments, they put the standard name in their assignment that they use. So they're like infant and toddler observation 1A, and they know that that 1A means standard 1A. I had another student who at the end of each class would go through their assignments and look at them and copy them into a Google Drive folder for those standards. So they had like Google Drive folder 1A, and they would just copy them in all the way. So then if you keep organized like that, by the time you get to Practicum, you're ready to get this assignment done. And then you just repeat that for the other 21 elements. So that's the first assignment you do in Practicum. Then you turn that in. I give you significant feedback on it, and I help you figure out if there are any gaps that need filled in. So while we were off camera, Jali asked, how do you know what format to use? I give you a document, and it's called ePortfolio in Google Sites. The contents of that, so this document is also in that Google Drive folder you guys have access to for Club. I tell you how to create your site. I tell you what requirements I have for it. So like what type of contrast and text to use, how to install links, that kind of thing. Then I tell you specifically what to include in your ePortfolio. So that's just a bulleted list. Then I give you what information you need on your home page, your ECE standards, and professional efforts. So in this document, I lay out everything that you need to do to build the portfolio. So this first page, creating your ePortfolio site, lists, if you are like me and you like written instructions, step-by-step written instructions for how to actually create the Google site. So another nice thing about this project is that you guys will come out being able to use Google Sites. So when you have your own classroom, you can make a site for your classroom, for your parents. If you're in early childhood, you can make a site for your center, you can make a site for your room. So it's a really nice way to be able to share information with parents, and you can update it so easily. So that's step-by-step instructions in writing for what to do, how to set it up. This is just a list of the design requirements, so that's where I tell you how you need to do stuff, what the design is like. So that's where you get that info, Jali. And then what to include in your ePortfolio. So this is the home page, so that's the first part you saw from Alexis's. So on your home page, you need to include that brief bio of yourself. You need to include a professional photo, so I describe what that is, and I give 2 links that tell you how to take your own professional photo if you don't have one. So if you don't have one, this is how you can do it. It's super easy. Just have someone take it with your phone. You need to include your contact information and then teaching philosophy. So that's what the homepage is. And then I break down what you need to include for each standard. So you state the standard, state each key element. For each key element, you include the work artifact. For each work artifact, you include that description and the rationale. Then this describes where you say your competency, how you'll continue to learn, and then those 2 connecting resources. And that's it. And it repeats so that you guys continue to know what to do. What questions do you guys have on that? None? Okay. I also have, so I know that I like to read instructions, but I know that other people learn best by video and by watching. So when you guys get to practicum, in that area where you guys create your site, I also have video links for how to create this site. So there's a few different videos. They're really thorough. I will tell you guys, I'm so pleased. I did not have one single question from any of my 18 practicum students this semester on how to create this site. And I released the assignment 2 weeks ago. That's good, right?
It's good instructions.
So, yeah. So it's really thorough instructions. And of course, you guys can always ask me lots of questions. I'm always happy to help and answer. And then you guys will get the sample portfolio. And then what I do, Jali, to help break down the process, is you do that work artifact organization first. Then across the semester, you submit one standard page essentially every 2 weeks. So then it's a 15-week course. You submit the first standard page. I give really significant feedback on that first page to make sure you guys know how to build the rest of them. And then you guys pretty much are just rolling by that time. So you only build one standard page at a time. You don't have to do it all in one chunk. So I have broken it down into lots of little steps. And that's it. Is that helpful? Does it make you guys feel any better about the process? Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yay! It's only taken me 3 years to get to where I have no questions, right? All right, bye guys.